Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be for all my Aquariuses, and this is a timeless reading, so it doesn't matter when I upload this video. It only matters when you decide to watch it. And if you find yourself connecting to any part of this reading, then it was meant for you. And it doesn't matter if you couldn't connect to or relate to some of the parts, because it's a collective reading, right? So some things may be for other people. So keep that in mind. Now, I asked your loved ones on the other side, what does Aquarius need to know right now? And they gave me these three cards. Now, you notice I have other cards laid out. I was very curious and I kept taking card and card and card, more and more cards out. And I was like, wait a minute, let me stop myself and just hit record, and then I can pull more as I go. Your loved ones gave you the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Wands, and the Devil in reverse. So I feel as if this is you, the Six of Wands, and you have overcome some sort of obstacle, some sort of struggle, and you've recently, or you will regain a sense of self, a sense of power, right? You may be feeling more confident in your decision-making skills, or you're more confident in how you conduct yourself, the actions you take. And I do see you got there because of the support of other people. So you may have received some sort of assistance from other people, some sort of community or organization or partnership. Other people have helped you get back on your feet. So, and this could be any type of help, right? So someone, because the devil is here, it looks like some of y'all may have been struggling with addictions or unhealthy habits, and other people have, wrapped their arms around you, supported you, and helped you through that struggle. For others, I see maybe a relationship that wasn't so healthy, and other people have helped you out of that unhealthy relationship. And now you feel more confident, but it's interesting to me that you're going back to the devil. So where once you left the devil here in your past, you're going back to it. First I wanted to know, what were you overcoming? So, right, we said maybe addiction. It does also look like you may have been struggling internally with yourself and those unhealthy habits. I just wanted to go back to explain more, okay? So we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Hierophant in reverse, and again, the Devil in your recent past and what you were struggling with. And it looks like to me you may have been up against someone who misused their money or was very self-centered or narcissistic. This could have been you as well. You could have your unhealthy habits. And some of you, it looks like you may have recently got divorced or separated, again, a relationship. So it looks like you're struggling within yourself, and you're struggling with the people that you are in relationships with. If it's not a partner or family member or a friend, it does look like you could have been up against a boss, okay, who you may have had an unhealthy work environment, which they control, whoever could control your finances and would have left you financially unstable and financially in trouble or at a loss. So I feel like there was a major change to your lifestyle, to where once you were okay, and then boom, you were hit with something unfortunate, and you just had to rebuild your life again. You had to rebuild yourself. And so you could be dealing with health issues, right? And again, financial issues, and just you may have been at the lowest you could have been, and now like you're at a point in life where you're stronger, you're more stable, you're healthier, but it's still work in progress. And I say it looks like it's a work in progress because you're returning right back to what you just defeated metaphorically, symbolically, you went to war with the devil and you defeated the devil, right? Whatever who was holding you back, whatever or your habits, your own self, whatever prevented you from moving in a positive direction for your life. I see you returning, so we're going to look at what you're looking at. So your eyes are facing this way. So where you have the devil in reverse, the page of swords in reverse, queen of swords and strength. It looks like you're returning to what you just defeated again. And even though this person or this place or this environment doesn't have as much power as they used to over you, you still find yourself going back. So you could have been hospitalized or in some type of group home or some type of institution to where now you're released and now you have to go back home to an unhealthy environment or back to the situation that, the relationship or situation that you were in that wasn't so great for you. So now you have to go back to it. For some of y'all, it could be your childhood home. So you could be going back to family members or your parents who, again, it's not so great for you to go back to them. And I do see you do have some intimidation or a feelings of being overwhelmed in regards to whoever you're returning to. Because they do have, because of the Queen of Swords, they do have some sort of power over you or some sort of influence over you. They're really good with their words. They're really good at convincing you on certain things. Maybe they even can gaslight you for some of y'all to where they make you believe you're at fault. But that's just for some of y'all. For the most part, I think this is just someone who just you really have them at you hold them to a high esteem. You look up to them. You love them, or a group of people. You love them. And so therefore their opinions matter to you. But again, they may not be so great for you, but I see you returning. And so I asked your loved ones on the other side, why would Aquarius be returning somewhere that may not be the healthiest of environments or of relationships? And I got these three. Let me move these to the side. I got this three right here. You have the Five of Wands, Three of Swords, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So the first word that came into my mind is unfinished business. So I feel like you haven't received the closure that you needed. Therefore, you feel like you have to go back and get that closure in order for you to heal and in order for you to move on. And so it feels like you can't leave yet. You can't close the door. You can't turn your back. You can't forget about them. You have to have some sort of answers to some questions that you may have. Because of the Page of Swords in reverse, I feel like you may be very confused on what has happened, or you just need to know how the other person or people, how they're feeling, what are they thinking. I feel like you need answers. And so you went back. Now, to further elaborate on the Eight of Cups in reverse, I did ask why would you feel as if you can't leave? And I pulled the Two of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles, and they're all in reverse. Can y'all see? And to me, this looks like you want to share what you have gained. So either you want to share the knowledge that you've gained, the wisdom you've gained, or the progress or achievement or success that you've gained, and you want to give back to someone who is they're still in a more darker space than you, or they're still struggling with their own demons, and you want to help them because you received help. Now you want to help them. Or you could, because of the Ace of Pentacles, you could just want to financially help them or support them because you still care about them. But I also see that you feel trapped when you go back to this person or this environment. It makes you feel smaller. Like, it makes you feel like you're a child all over again. Someone who's vulnerable around this person or group of people or this environment. And so that's why there's a feeling of, I want to go back, but also when I get there, it's not going to feel good for me, emotionally, physically, because it's just going to make me want to leave immediately. But for some of y'all, there's this emotional connection that you cannot let go of. Even if you have the resources available or you have this wisdom within you, that inner voice that tells you, okay, I have to move forward even if I don't receive closure, or even if this person or this people, they need me, even if they do, I have to do what's best for me. I see you unable to look after yourself. That's just what I'm seeing here. And I did ask your loved ones, please keep elaborating on this unfinished business and this pain that you may feel, the Three of Swords. I wanted them to elaborate. So they gave me, and I know this is unorganized, but bear with me. They gave me the Hanged One, the High Priestess, Justice, as well as the Sun, Justice yet again, and the Five of Cups. And this is to explain the pain that you feel. So it almost feels as if this is you, the Hanged One. So you're hanging in a tree. So I feel like you're pulled into going back or returning to what you just overcame or what you were struggling with, this relationship, this environment. I feel like you're being pulled back into it. Like you have no power, even though you've regained a sense of power and a sense of identity, as a sense of independence. You still feel like they have control over you. Like it's some type of power that can't be seen. And it definitely, again, is an emotional attachment that you have to this person or to this environment. And also for you, it may feel like it's the moral thing to do or the right thing to do. So morally, you feel like, okay, I have to do this. I have to. It is the right thing to do. So you could be influenced by shame or guilt or regret. And what hurts you, the Three of Swords remember, in the heart. These three cards could represent the swords in your heart. So you have joy. So what hurts you is that it is the fact that you actually receive joy from this person or this environment or this group of people, right? You still receive some type of happiness from them, and that hurts. It hurts that you still feel that way for them. So the emotional attachment itself hurts you. And this Justice card here, again, having that guilt, that shame, that regret that is propelling you forward beyond your control, that hurts you as well. And this can only be multiplied by the Five of Cups, which is someone who is disappointed or in despair or sadness over what has happened, right, in the past, what they've done, what other people have done, what they've had to give up, what they've lost. And this could be physical, emotional, mental, spiritual loss for you, all right? So that is a look into that. So what next for you, Aquarius? What next for you? I'm going to go ahead and clean the slate. My version of cleaning, just karate chop everything. What next for Aquarius? So I'm going to draw 3 more cards. What next for Aquarius? So we have the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Wands also in reverse. I feel like your loved ones want to tell you all that weight that you carry upon your shoulders, all those burdens, all that shame or regret that you carry with you every day. Whatever is not allowing you to let go of your past and to live your life in the way that you want in this present moment and for your future, your loved ones are saying you will not find that salvation or that peace or that forgiveness in your past, because you may still be caring for someone who will not come around, who cannot be saved, who cannot be forgiven, or who cannot forgive you and love you in the way that you need to be loved, or support you in the way that you need to be supported, and vice versa. You returning to that person or that environment may not be what is meant for you. All right, that is what your loved ones want to tell you. Now, anything else to add to that? I'm going to pull 3 more cards. All right, what do we have? We have the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles, and they're both, all of it is in reverse. To me, this represents you and that other person, or you and that group of people. And in the middle, in between you two, is the Page of Cups. Now, this could represent children, whatever you value close. You know, this could be, you know, your hopes, your dreams together, whatever you've built, right? Your home, your family, again, or the love between you two. But going back to this emotional attachment or connection you feel for this other person, your loved ones want to tell you there is no, like there's no emotional connection between you two. There is none. There's no passion. There's no deep emotional, spiritual connection there between you two. And that is very clear. I don't know why your loved ones wanted to say that, because I know this is a collective reading. I'm like, hold up, that's very specific. You can't say that to everybody watching. But yeah, it looks like your loved ones want to tell you there is no emotional, or there is no deep emotional, spiritual connection with that person that you cannot walk away from. What else? And I just want to say, this could be man or woman, the queens, right? I know a lot of you have heard that in readings, but just in case there's someone watching who is unfamiliar with tarot readings, it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman, okay? But because some of y'all are returning back to a mother figure, or to a wife or girlfriend who has a strong influence on you, it does look like your loved ones are saying, yeah, that woman that you're returning to, there is no connection on their part for you. Anything else, loved ones? Because that was a strong statement to make. That is a strong statement to make. Your loved ones on the other side, they are not playing around today. Usually they you know, loved ones are very poetic, very encouraging, and these loved ones are like, nah, tell them it is not good for them. Let's see, 3 more cards, please. your loved ones. Oh my goodness. Who is your loved ones, y'all? Aquarius, y'all have some interesting loved ones, I swear. So you have the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Magician, and the Two of Cups. They said, don't worry about manifesting love for yourself, because it will happen. But right now, this is not what you should be worried about. And I'm sorry if that's coming off a little strong. Those are your loved ones. But they're saying, please don't worry yourself with trying to make a partnership happen or make love happen for yourself. And I feel like there's one. What are they? Something else. Hold on. I'm going to shuffle again. Hold on. Okay. So can y'all see that? All right. You have the Empress, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Fool in reverse. Okay, so this is very specific again. Your loved ones want to tell you, do not invest your money into that person, whoever you're returning back to, or whoever's in your life that is not beneficial for you or not healthy for you to be around. Do not invest any of your time, your energy, or your money, okay? Do not invest in them. And your loved ones are calling them a fool, by the way. And no disrespect, because these are not my words, all right? Do not invest in that person or those people. Don't pay them any more mind. I'm trying to make things work. Anything else, loved ones? Okay, 3 more cards. You have the Temperance, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups in reverse. Only self-discipline and keeping things well balanced within your life. So if you were struggling with some sort of unhealthy habits or unhealthy behaviors, your loved ones just want to remind you the only way to see progress in your life and to be able to overcome an unhealthy environment or relationship is for you to find that balance in your life. And if you have found that balance, to maintain it, which also may include leaving some people out of your life who disrupt that balance. All right. I'm just going to pull 3 more to close this reading. All right. And hopefully they will say something sweet or encouraging, loved ones, to the Aquarius collective. What else, loved ones, before I close this reading? And thank you for the messages that you have given us. Thank you. Hopefully this can help someone today. Again, 3-card pull. Also, because of the angel here, I feel like I should also say that your loved ones who could be represented by angels, they also want to let you know that they are there to help support you as well as you find your way forward into a new chapter of your life. Now, you have, closing out this reading, you have the Judgment in reverse, the Sun, and the 3 of Wands. Okay, more positive, more, let's see. Your loved ones want to tell you there is no judgment on their part for what gives you joy, who you love. They just want to see you succeed in life, and they want to see you truly happy for the long run. And they want to see you surround yourself with people who could truly love you and make you happy. All right? That's all they care about. So if they sound very judgmental or critical of you and your actions, they want to backtrack and be like, wait a minute, hold on now. We say this with love. So they just wanted to say that. So the choice is yours. You still have that power to decide whatever you want to do. If you want to leave or stay. But whatever you decide to do, make sure that you can live with those decisions and you are happy with them. Now, I hope that helped. To all my Aquariuses, take care.